Hello and welcome to our webinar, Utilizing the Power of Brivo Cloud Access and PSA to Grow Your Business, Drive RMR, and Build Enterprise Value. Today presenting for us will be Kelly Bond, VP of Dealer Development for Brivo. Kelly oversees Brivo's new subscription model program for PSA Access Solutions powered by Brivo. Kelly has worked in the security industry since 1997. Having worked for both the industry lender and acquisitions company, her expertise is in assisting business owners in generating RMR and increasing the overall value of a business. Also presenting for us today is Ashley Dermo, who is Brivo's Strategic Account Manager, focusing on national account projects and dealers in the West and Central US and Canada. Ashley's been with Brivo for 1.5 years, and she assists dealers in providing them the tools and training necessary to win Brivo projects. In this webinar, we will discuss the fundamentals of Brivo, the first and largest provider of cloud-based access control. The topics covered will include the benefits of a software as a service and recurring revenue access control solution, Brivo as a partner that puts customers' information security as a top priority, a product that is truly simple to deploy and easy to manage, and custom finance opportunity, PSA Access Solutions powered by Brivo. My name is Zach Stahl, and I'm the Online Education Specialist with PSA, and I will be moderating today's presentation. I have just a few quick housekeeping items before I hand it over to Kelly and Ashley. If you have any questions throughout the course of this presentation, please type them into the question panel, and we have set aside time at the end for Q&A. If you have any technical difficulties, chat will also be monitored for this, and we will do our best to get you back up and running if you run into any problems. With that, I'd like to hand it over to Ashley, who will start our webinar today.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Ashley, as Zach mentioned, and I'm going to start off this presentation, and I'm going to hand it off to Kelly later on, but I'm going to give you guys a higher level overview of Brivo, who we are as a company, our product Brivo on Air. We're going to talk about cloud and SaaS. And then again, I'll hand it over to Kelly to talk about PSA Access Solutions powered by Brivo. Okay, so quick facts about the company. We were founded in 1999, 130 plus employees, 12 million plus users on our system, and we're headquartered in Bethesda, Maryland. The thing I like to point out here is founded in 1999. I like to say we were cloud before cloud was cool. So as you can see in this slide, we are the first and largest provider in cloud access control. Essentially, we created the cloud access control market. So that's why I say we were cloud before cloud was cool. And we can say we're the largest provider. And it's not just cloud, it's just access control in general, because all of our customers go back to our hosted Brivo cloud. So that's when we were saying we have 12 million plus users. That's because they're all back on our cloud, and we take care of the data, hosting, and the back-end stuff for our customers. We're also the first provider with an integrated cloud access and video solution. So we have a sister company, their name is Eagle Eye. We'll get into Eagle Eye a little bit later, but just know we have a ton of integrations, and Eagle Eye is one of them. We're also the first provider with a built-in mobile credential. We'll also talk about mobile later. Mobile is a huge push for us and something we're able to do well because we are hosted in the cloud. So why Brivo? We're going to get into this. And here are some high-level reasons. Complete offering. Like I mentioned with the mobile credential, like I mentioned with Eagle Eye, we have a lot of integrations and a lot of things we can do, and that it's not just access control, it's a complete solution end to end. And with that, we're always innovating. Because we're hosted in the cloud, we can give our customers real-time updates on certain things, and everyone's on the latest and greatest software version. So I like to say this is a future-proof solution. It's not going to be obsolete because we're constantly innovating. And then customer proven. Again, we've been doing this the longest when it comes to cloud. So we have a lot of big name customers who've asked for the cloud and are very happy with the product. Let's talk about value. from the end user's perspective. So I do a lot of trainings. I cover the West and do branch trainings, and I always ask for feedback from the reps on what their end users say about Brivo, and most consistently, I get that the product's easy to learn and simple to manage, which is a unique thing to say about an access control solution. A lot of times, physical security solutions can be complicated unless you really thoroughly understand it. So that is very nice about the solution, especially if you're bringing it on as a new product. Infinite scalability. That's huge with us. I can say, in my perspective, that we are the best solution out there if you have a lot of sites. The reason being, there's no network configuration that needs to go on to get this product online. It's very easy, like I said, to manage and install. So great when you have multiple locations. And then proven security. We'll get a little bit more into this later. But I will say there's a common misconception that the cloud is not very secure. And I can say we do debunk that, and we have a ton of information regarding how we treat information security, and IT people actually love our product. Cost effective. So when it comes to end users, the way our product is priced, there is initial costs for the actual hardware and the controllers and to install the product, which our dealers take care of. But then on the other side, there's the RMR for you guys, and then there's that very manageable monthly cost. There's a subscription, which a lot of things in our lives are moving towards this model. So it's very easy for our customers to understand this cost model. So let's talk about dealer value. How's this going to be valuable for you guys, for our integrators? So we're trustworthy. As I mentioned, we've been doing this the longest, tried and true, big name clients, and we've got all the proof to back that up. IT friendly. Invite your IT people into the conversation. We'll align with a lot of the IT initiatives as well as the security team initiatives. Reduce installation costs. So again, there's no server that you guys have to understand and maintain. So this is going to be very easy to install compared to other access control solutions. Interactive support. So we're one of the few vendors where you guys can contact us directly. If you're having issues, your customers can contact us directly, which is very unique. And then we have a whole field sales team that is there for you. So you're going to have a direct contact within Brivo who's going to help you with training your sales team, your technical team, answering questions, helping you out with quotes, system designs. So we really want to support you. And then growth and profitability. This is huge. We know this is what it's all about, and we are an RMR model, which is really big in the valuation of your company and just helps you guys grow consistently. And that's what we can bring to the table for your business. So let's talk about the value of SaaS and cloud. I'm going to backtrack a little bit and just say there's 3 types of access control. We've got traditional lock and key we're all familiar with. We've got cloud-based access control, then we've got an on-site server solution, right? Those are the standard categories. And when we say SaaS, we say software as a service. That's what that means. So we're going to compare here the SaaS model versus the traditional on-prem model. So first we're going to discuss SaaS. Again, that's software as a service. In the gray, that's us. We're the provider. We're bringing to the table the software application, infrastructure software, operating system, all these elements where the end user does not have to worry about it. All they have to do is bring a device, be it their cell phone, a tablet, a laptop. If they can get to the internet, they can log into the system and manage it. When it is an on-site server solution, it's quite the opposite. You sell them the software application, you sell them the hardware, and essentially you walk away or the vendor walks away. It's now their responsibility. So they have to power it. They have to think about the networking. They have to think of redundancy, backing it up, maintaining it. The system could be obsolete at some point in time. That happens. Are you guys on your first cell phone? No. Hardware becomes obsolete. They have to worry about the physical servers. Where are they placing these servers? So there's a lot that goes into an on-premise solution and a lot of thought and know-how versus a SaaS solution. We're taking that and we're managing it so they don't have to. So now let's jump into key vertical markets. Essentially, we're in all markets, right? So property management, commercial offices, health and wellness, education, retail, restaurants, technology, services. And we're happy to offer you guys white papers, case studies, collateral around these different markets. And we're happy to walk you through what that process looks like in different applications where we fit in each of these markets and verticals. And just to back this up, like I said, we're tried and true. We've got some big name clients. And again, this is just showing that we know what we're doing. Our end users are asking for the cloud. They want this. So a great opportunity to bring this into your product offering. Brivo on Air. So Brivo on Air is the name of our cloud-based access control solution. Just want to touch on a couple of things. We've been talking about this holistically through the whole presentation, but a couple more things I want to bring to your attention is that it's unlimited users. So you don't have to worry about paying licensing for users or adding more doors. As I mentioned, our pricing model is you install the actual controllers and the hardware, and then there's going to be a subscription, and that subscription is going to be per door. So you don't have to worry about licensing. Automatic software updates, that's huge. Managing this remotely, we still have reporting, notifications, and then integrations with a ton of third-party software, which we will get into. So one of the points of the value that we bring is security, right? So let's talk about this. First, I'm going to start with 99.99% average uptime. That's huge. And if you ask our competitors for their uptime, I'd say that we're higher than most in the industry. So that's a big advantage. I'm going to jump over to operating environment, 3 times redundancy. So we are hosted with AWS. I don't know if you've heard of Amazon. They're kind of a big deal. So amazing hosting services where if there is a natural disaster or something happens, you're backed up and there will be no issues. And we're using the best technology available to host this data and ensure that it is commercial grade hosting centers and we're doing the right things with your data. So we'll jump into security now, and there's one very important thing I want you guys to note, which is we are outbound communication only. And the way I like to simplify this is we don't have any inbound ports, and that's how hackers get in. So something very important that IT people love, outbound communication only. And we do this through an X.509 mutual authentication, and then 256-bit encryption is, just so you guys know, on par, if not higher, than a lot of online bankings. And then, of course, we're doing continuous vulnerability testing, data security audits, and we just have everything to back that up when it comes to the security of the data. So now let's talk about mobile. Mobile is something on everybody's mind, and we're able to offer a very robust mobile application and mobile credential because we're hosted in the cloud. We'll talk about the mobile application first. This is available to every single administrator who uses Brivo. So with this, you can unlock a door remote, you can integrate it in with your cameras via Eagle Eye and ensure that you're opening it for the right person and view that camera on your phone. You can add a user from your phone and even send them a credential from your phone. So completely by mobile, you can give someone access to a door, and then you can suspend someone in the case that you are out and about and need to suspend someone immediately. You can do that all from your phone. And then Brivo On Air Pass. So this is our mobile credential. We touched on this briefly, but this is a really cool feature of the system. So with this mobile credential, essentially you can email someone a credential that allows them access to your facility. This is great for certain use cases. In a sense, if you want to manage a site remote, if you want to give a vendor access right away, if you want to give someone an option outside of traditional cards, there's so many great use cases for this. And oh, by the way, this is RMR focus as well in the way it's priced. And it's reusable, so you're never going to lose an on-air pass. And there's actually 5 free mobile passes that come with every single on-air account. So make sure you familiarize yourself with this and understand it when selling Brivo. And then we'll talk about some of our APIs. So essentially, an API allows us to integrate with mobile apps, SaaS platforms, IT systems, enterprise applications, and it allows us to have a more robust offering. So not just access control, but we can integrate with third-party applications to do more for your end users. So what does that mean? That means video surveillance. We've touched on Eagle Eye, identity management. If they've got an HR solution that they want to integrate with, such as Active Directory. Elevator security, we can do destination dispatch or control elevators via an IO board. Visitor management, we have an integration with a company called Who's on Location. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've also got biometric integrations, wireless lock integrations, and many, many more. And that is my part of the presentation. So now I am going to hand it over to Kelly, and she is going to talk about PSA Access Solutions powered by Brivo. So just 1 second, guys.
Thanks, Ashley.
No problem.
All right. Okay, great. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. So Ashley covered Brivo as a whole, and now I want to talk to you about an offering that I had an opportunity to visit with the folks at PSA a couple months ago, and we have worked together to create something that we hope will be a great solution for your business. So it's pretty specified. I'm going to try to go through most of the points of it, and then we'll certainly answer any questions at the end. All right, if I can get my slide to advance, we'll be good. There we go. All right, so quick overview of what we're going to cover today as I detail this new offering. I'll give you the description. We'll talk about sales support, pricing, RMR, all those things that are important to you. So when you first learned about this webinar, you may have asked yourself, well, what could this new RMR offering be and how will it work for me? Well, as any growing company does, we talk to our dealers, to folks just like you, to better understand what the sales challenges are. And the resonating message was that many of you are losing great business opportunities due to price. We all know that customers get sticker shock. You can see it in their face. So we started to really look at how we could support your efforts, how we could offer you the same quality of Brivo equipment and services that you're accustomed to or getting to learn about, while we assist you from a financial standpoint and create a revenue stream that you can add to your business immediately. We wanted to give you an access solution that would allow your prospect to pay a nominal installation fee with an affordable monthly payment. And like Ashley was saying, it's a subscription service, and that's what consumers are becoming so accustomed to. And this offering does just this. So we cover the back office hurdles of quoting and contracting and make every effort to help you eliminate time spent other than focusing on growing your business. So we know that most of you find that in sales, there are typically 3 scenarios you run into. First, you win the deal. It's a great day. You lose to the competition. Not such a great ending. But those that are often the hardest to deal with are those that really want your services, but they just can't afford it. You know, those aren't great odds when you think about it. You've got a 33% chance of winning. But we feel this new approach will increase your odds by allowing you to counter against the hurdle of it costs too much. So the whole concept of PSA Access Solutions powered by Brivo is to provide all of the Brivo solutions, but in a turnkey affordable package. So over the last few months, we've created this low-cost solution so you can stop walking away from opportunities. The program eliminates large upfront installation expenses by allowing your end user to pay a small activation fee plus an affordable monthly subscription payment. The subscribers will always be using the latest technology, including Brivo on Air. We provide the initial training, so your technicians are spending less time on the job training the end user, and the packages are designed to be installed quickly and easily by your technicians. So what does this do for your business? Well, it gives you an alternative way to sell by offering pricing options. You can sell traditional Brivo or offer this program as an option. It helps you to reach a wider segment of the potential market out there that need and want access control, but haven't been able to afford it in the past, or they did not want to make the initial one-time investment and would rather pay a subscription. And it provides you a new RMR stream and gives it value to your business right away. So we've chosen what we believe to be the best and most straightforward products for you to install by incorporating Brivo's new ACS 300 controller. And if you haven't seen the information about that, we'll definitely get it to you. That with options for wireless locks or strikes or mag locks and various other specifically chosen pieces of equipment, it gives you access to multiple packages. And the idea is to create a complete solution for you and for the end user. Brivo will configure and ship the complete packages to your location prior to an installation. So your team provides wiring, tools, and their installation skills. So as Ashley mentioned, Brivo on Air is certainly our claim to fame, and every package through the Access solution provides or includes Brivo on Air and Mobile Pass. We know how important mobile capabilities are to the customers, especially once they get a little taste of it. And we know how excited they get when they really understand that they can manage everything from their phone, from their iPad, without having to be on site, and how this is really a game changer for their business. So as Ashley also said, we closely track how many on-air users we have, and we know the trend is moving steadily up every month. In fact, I learned just recently that we now have over 13 million Brivo on-air users. So now you're not only providing the end user with a low price, great equipment option, but you're offering them that convenience with the leading cloud-based access control provider. So this slide outlines our door classes, and don't worry, you don't need to memorize any of this. I will gladly email it out to everyone following this webinar. But the door classes were created to simplify these kit selections, and they're comprised of what you've indicated are scenarios you most often encounter when providing quotes for small to medium-sized jobs. And as I've mentioned, we've taken the time to select this equipment. It's straightforward to install, provides the best quality, and will serve your customers for years. We also understand there may be scenarios in which a customer wants this subscription solution, but the installation isn't a perfect fit for any of these door classes. So we will definitely do our best to work with you to create a best fit scenario when it makes sense. You know, the goal for all of us is to earn new customers, but we definitely want to keep the process simple. So like I said, I'll be happy to email you the list of door classes. So these are some of the benefits to you in selling PSA access solutions powered by Brivo. You can sell it as it works within your business. It may be a back pocket solution, or you may opt to lead with it, but it doesn't change how you'd sell traditional Brivo. It's just another way to sell it. So hopefully this has gotten you thinking about, well, let's see if I can get my slide to forward. Sorry about that. All right, sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties here. All right, sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so hopefully this has gotten you thinking about some potential customers that this program would be a fit for. Even thinking about those that may have been recent opportunities that you may want to go back to. Keep in mind that the door classes are configured to be able to address most door types you're encountering. And like I mentioned, typically 1 to 4 door opportunities. But I do want to say, though, that there are some scenarios in which this solution has been offered to an end user, and they had many more than 1 to 4 doors, but they really did not want the capital expense. They would rather have the operating expense of paying the subscription than making a huge down payment. So even though I suggest it's 1 to 4 doors, that doesn't eliminate other opportunities. So kind of keep that in mind as you're talking to potential customers. And I definitely recommend that the sales teams keep that door class cut sheet that I showed a few slides back as a reference to determine the door class fit during their sales calls. So this is a just quick snapshot on how the process flow works. When possible, we want to ensure that the entire process from the lead to the completed installation occurs within 10 business days. And we know it's not always realistic, but we will always attempt to provide you what you need to make this happen from Brivo's end. So because of the work that Brivo does on the back end, configuring the equipment before it ships out and loading all the credentials into OnAir, we believe that we're giving you significant efficiencies for your team. And as you'll see here, each step triggers the next so that we have a consistent flow to each job. So Brivo provides the sales tools to make your process easier. We provide you both a dealer manual and an installation manual, and those go through every detail that a dealer would need from the sale to the installation. The manuals truly do take the guesswork out of how the process works. We provide an online quoting tool to make the quote process as straightforward as possible. Very easy to use. It's a web-based tool, and it offers you the ability to easily select the door classes and add-on equipment, the term of the contract, and then that will trigger a request for a formal quote to be sent to the customer on your behalf. And then one of the many benefits of selling the program are the targeted leads that we provide you. So we utilize a lead provider and have just recently launched BrivoPromotions.com, another lead generating tool. And we vet all of those prospects based on the questions we ask on the initial contact. So any leads sent to you will already include the project information, and like I said, our Brivo sales support team will have qualified them as much as possible before we pass them along to you so that you know you're really getting a good warm lead. So let's recap again what PSA Access Solutions powered by Brivo means to you. Well, we feel it is the ability to do more business. You can hold it in your back pocket, like I said, to address a price objection, or use it as you go to offer for jobs, that are a fit, so you can add that RMR. Think of it this way. This approach offers customers more flexibility, especially those strapped for cash or just getting started, or, like I said, may not want to make a large upfront investment if they have the option not to. And when price becomes a factor, you're providing an affordable choice with the benefits of a subscription plan. And you're providing the most up-to-date technology, the convenience of Brivo OnAir, the fact that it won't be obsolete, the fact that the end user always has software updates going to their system, and that's a strong solution. Most importantly, everything is backed by Brivo and by PSA. And we're confident that it'll give you the ability to expand your reach and help you to continue to grow your business. So how are you staying competitive in your market today? Saying you offer cloud-based services doesn't really set you apart anymore. We know from talking to you that customers have gotten a lot smarter. As consumers, we've gotten smarter. You know, people are educating themselves on their security options, and they're spending a lot more time focusing on how they can save money and still get what they need for their business. So, you know, if you ask yourself, where are you losing customers? Well, is it to competitors offering new technology? Is it to customers choosing not to add access from you because they don't have enough options? Well, doesn't it make sense to offer a solution that allows them to manage their business remotely at an affordable price? Well, PSA Access Control, powered by Brivo, is just that solution. So that's the end of my slide presentation. It looks like we've had several questions come up through the course of our webinar. So I will tell you that if you have more questions or you would like to get more information about what Ashley addressed today or about what I did, here's my contact information. You can email me and we'll get right back with you. But in the meantime, we'll hand it back over to Zach to ask those questions.
Excellent. Thank you, Kelly and Ashley, both for presenting. There were a few questions that came through, so that we'll get right to it. The first question I got is the subscription program a lease?
So no, it is not a lease. So for those of you that do anything with RMR, with alarms, let's say, you will know that the whole sale that goes along with a subscription is not so that the end user looks at it and says, oh, okay, well, in 3 or 4 years, I'm going to pay this off and then I'll own it and have it forever. You know, ideally, you don't drop the price, and we don't want to give the end user, you know, the thought that this does change at the end of their contract. You're offering a service. You're offering Brivo Mobile Pass and Brivo On Air, and the fact that they're going to have their software consistently updated so that it's not obsolete. You know, we want you to sell that versus selling this as a financed or a leased product.
Excellent. The next question is, does the price drop at the end of the initial contract term?
Okay, I think I may have just answered that in the last answer, but you know, certainly because this is your contract with your end user, you do have the capability, if you so choose, to lower the monthly rate for the end user. I certainly discourage selling it that way. Like I said, you know, the idea is that you're selling a service. This is a SaaS offering, and you know, your customer, their services from you don't change once their contract ends. So, or you know, once it gets to renewal phase. So, so no. The correct answer for that is no. It does not drop at the end of the initial contract.
Okay. The next question was, do I have to sell this plan or can I sell traditional Brivo?
You can absolutely sell traditional Brivo. We do have some dealers that they're currently Brivo dealers that are already selling this, and there are a couple that have actually hired somebody just to sell this because they want to add RMR to their business more so than they were already doing. But then they have some where this is not going to be a fit. You know, it may be a very, very large installation, you know, multiple sites, and from a price perspective, it's just not a fit. So yes, you absolutely can sell traditional Brivo, and you know, we encourage you to do either one.
He was kind enough to answer that in the chat, and with the certification, there's no cost. Brivo provides a free self-paced online certification, and we can also assist with in-person technical trainings. Kelly, did you make it back on?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Can you?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hey, Zach, I was just going to touch on that. So when you come on as a Brivo dealer, Like I mentioned in my presentation, there's going to be an RSM or an area account manager or a contact within Brivo on our sales team who's going to help you through the whole process and provide training, get you hooked up with certification, basically help you from the start to you're actually selling your first Brivo job and be your first line of contact.
Excellent. And with that, I think we have one question left. Do I have to commit to selling a specific number of subscription programs?
No, and before I go into this, I'll make sure you can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. No, absolutely not. This is, as I was answering the last question where you couldn't hear me, this is just a solution in the event that you want to use it. There is no quota. You're not committing to any number of accounts. We do feel like this is a great opportunity to start adding RMR and encourage you to have your sales reps, be very well apprised of this program so that they can sell it. We also do a very specific training for this way to sell. But no, you're not committing to any number.
Excellent. I think that's all the questions I have. Do either of you have like a final thought or anything that you'd like to share before we wrap things up?
No, I think we're certainly appreciative of PSA's of you all giving us the opportunity to present today. And again, if anyone wants more information, please do reach out.
Excellent. So if you'd like to review this presentation again or pass it along, we will have a recorded version of it posted online soon. You'll be able to find that at psaeducation.com. Once you go to psaeducation.com, if you haven't already done so, create a free account, and that's what will get you access to this and many other webinars that we have posted there. I'd like to thank Kelly Bond and Ashley Dermo very much for their presentation of Brivo today. Kelly does have her contact info up, so if you do have any follow-up questions, feel free to contact her. And again, please visit our website. That's psaeducation.com to be sure that you're leveraging all of PSA Education's content. This concludes our webinar today. I hope everyone has a great day.